What it do? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again on this Thursday night live stream. Of course, the week went by so fast because it was a holiday week. Let me see if anybody comes in here before I start. What we got going on? Let's see what we got. Anybody in here? Anybody in here? I don't know if I could. Okay, there we go. Daniel Perez, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you doing? Kid Mega, what up? Aaron Dixon, what's going on, man? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing this evening? This evening. Dana Jett is in here early tonight, guys. David Yarno, what's going on, man? I got the schedule for training camp, so we can go over that a little bit. We know that actual training camp starts on the 22nd, but on the 21st, they will definitely be there. They're going to have to open the press conference and things of that nature. So we can go over that, talk about some of the things that we expect from training camp. Who's your pet cat in training camp? Who do you want to see ball out in training camp? And that goes for preseason games as well, because, oh my God, like, guys, we got to actually get to see preseason this year because we didn't get to see Nathan last year. Nothing. What up, Chris Cantu? What's going on, man? Dave, you just got off of work. That's what's up, bro. Looking forward to camp. Definitely looking forward to camp, man. I wish I could physically be there. God, I wish I could physically go. That would be so awesome if I could go. Nashawn Wright. I know a lot of people was going to say Nashawn Wright. Apparently, Nashawn Wright is actually pushing your boy Kelvin Joseph for his spot. So we'll see. What's going on, Jessica? How you doing? CT Cowboys. Well, our Swiss cheese of a defense being any good this year. Well, we did pick up some guys that play better. We did draft a one technique in Quentin Bahana, and we got some 3 tech guys as well with Odigizua and Neville Gallimore coming back for his second year. So I think that last year was an aberration because of COVID and because of the defensive coordinator Mike Nolan that was absolute garbage. Glad that he's not here anymore. So I think these players are taken into what Dan Quinn wants, and I think that this defense as a whole is going to be better. And that's going to help the run game as well because we got big, beefier guys in the middle. Don Terry Poe gave up. He didn't want to play. So there's that. Let's see what Nashawn Wright is working with. I know that's right. Dave, I don't know. You might have to ask him. Now, I don't necessarily have a pet cat this year. I think my thing is I just want to see the defense play better. I just want to see how different things are going to be under Dan Quinn. I know they will be different, obviously, because you can't do nothing but get better from this point. Because, I mean, they were absolute garbage on defense last year. And, when you got a coach that comes in there and changes what guys do, and I'm talking about in the instance of why would you make a guy that's been in the NFL for a certain amount of time or played football in general, played a certain position, and you want to switch what they do? in a critical time. You don't do that. That just doesn't make sense. It's the narrative of it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then when you try to fix it and it gets worse, it's like, well, what did you touch it for? You know what I mean? That's the situation that we had going through last year. One guy I'm having hopes for, even though he would be practice squad, more likely TJ Vasher. Guy has size. I can see him being a good thing. Yeah, he's definitely not going to make the roster. That's going to be damn impossible because we have so many damn wide receivers on this team as it is. So a lot of these guys are going to get cut, and they're probably going to go to other teams, and they might actually play well with them. So that's the thing about it. You're gonna lose guys that you want because again, we have a cap on our roster in the NFL, so everybody can't play, unfortunately. Uh, what up, Lex? What's going on? So I'm gonna go. Let me see. Let me check this out. I have okay. So the 21st, they're gonna have the opening press conference at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm pretty sure that those of you that like watching Talking Cowboys and Cowboys Break and hanging with the boys, they're going to be there doing their little live coverage and things of that nature as well. They do good work, so they'll be there doing their thing. So they'll probably be live streaming that for the opening press conference for the day before training camp actually breaks. Oh, you got your J Elise tea. That's what's up. I will let her. Well, she probably knows that you ordered it, but um, I'll check with her and make sure she sees it so she can get that right to you. She's actually going to be here this weekend because she travels back and forth from here to Detroit. Selling her teas and things of that nature. So, like I said, definitely small business. So definitely support it if you can. Get that J Elise tea, y'all. Matter of fact, I need to re up with her too because I don't have any more. I drank all mine. What we got? Okay, so Thursday, 11 a.m. practice on July 22nd, and then of course Friday no practice because the way they have training camp set up, they have like you come in, you do your little warm ups, you have practice, they eat, and I think that first Friday is their day off. So they come back the next day, Saturday. They have their opening ceremony at 10 a.m. for the players and things of that nature. And then they have practice an hour after that. And then, of course, they have 11 a.m. Sunday practice on Sunday, and then Monday they're off. So they get like 2 straight days of practice, and then they have an off day. One thing about these practices, and if you play football, these practices are going to be more intense because they're a training camp. You don't want to overwork the guys too much. You got to have them that break in between to get your body to heal up, things of that nature. So they're basically not 2 a days, but 2 straight days, and then you have your break in between. So Saturday and so basically they're all Friday. Uh, then they come back the 24th of July, then Sunday, then off Monday, Tuesday 11 a.m. practice, Wednesday 11 a.m. practice, Thursday 11 a.m. practice, and then Friday again no practice. So pretty much Fridays, those are the days where the guys that need rehab and things of that nature, they'll get their rehab done. Um, Guys that are coming back from injuries like Amari Cooper can train with their the strength and the conditioning coaches and things of that nature. So we know the Cowboys have really good strength and conditioning staff. Um, and they get in there and they get these guys right to get ready to come back out there. What's going on, Albert? How you doing? Lola, what it do? Lola in the building. Um, want to see everybody Dallas Cowboys ball out, show up, show out all season long. Yeah, let's pray that they do that. No, but I'm gonna tell you about Coop though. Like I said, he's more than likely not gonna start training camp, but he would definitely be there for the middle and the latter part of it. So yeah. Yeah. He'll be there for that. My Cali Cowboys family be in LA till September a few days. I would love to meet up with some y'all there for dinner. Yeah. Man, I'm so mad that I can't go to training camp because it's always. I mean, they're starting training camp a little bit earlier this year, like I said, because they have that Hall of Fame game with Pittsburgh Steelers this year, so they are starting a little earlier. So Saturday they have a 9 a.m. It looks like they have like some type of like video training or something like that, and then 11 a.m. practice. Sunday, August 1st, 11 a.m. practice. Monday, August 2nd, no practice. Tuesday, August 3rd, which is my birthday, they have 11 a.m. practice. Then Wednesday, they have no practice. And then Thursday, guys, Thursday, August 5th is the kickoff, the Hall of Fame game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Canton, Ohio. So they will. That's why they don't have practice on Wednesday because they'll be traveling to Ohio for the game. And then, of course, Friday, no practice. And then Saturday, August 7th, is when they have their scrimmage practice with the Los Angeles Rams. And that's going to be at 3 o'clock p.m. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Just glad seeing Dak getting back full strength with his ankle. Not sure near 100%. He's definitely near 100%, but it's more so with him is how comfortable he is on that knee. What up, Mark? Mark is in the building. How you doing, Mark? Decided they were going to have our line back. However, still not comfortable with Connor Williams. He's a weak link, in my opinion. I'm going to tell you one thing. What helps Connor Williams on that line, though, is when he seems to work well with Tyler Badish. So when Tyler's in there, he works better with him. So if Tyler is your starting center and they don't bring Looney back, which I'm kind of sad about that because I like Looney. But whatever that situation is with Looney, but even though he's not on the team right now, but if Tyler Badish is your immediate starter at center, I think Connor Williams is going to play a little better because, like I said, that's his guy. They play well together. Mark, somebody asked if you were going to training camp this year. And then, okay, so after the practice with the Los Angeles Rams on August 7th at 3 p.m., Sunday, August 8th, there's no practice. Then no practice Monday. Those are definitely cool down days. And then Tuesday is closed to the general public, so the fans are not going to allow to be there on the 10th because it's Heroes Appreciation Day. So they're going to do a special event for the the heroes, first responders, things of that nature. 11 a.m. practice on Tuesday, August 10th. Then Wednesday, August 11th, 11 a.m. practice. Thursday, August 12th, 10:15 a.m. practice. And Friday, August 13th, 9 p.m. Is kickoff against Arizona, that preseason game. And then after that, after the Arizona Cardinals game, they will return home to finish training camp in at home in Frisco. So that's pretty much their schedule. It's pretty self-explanatory. With the two preseason games in there while they're there that we're traveling to. One after after the Cardinals games, they're not going to be coming home. Now they're staying at the Residence Inn, so I'm pretty sure no fans are going to be able to stay in that particular hotel because that's where the players are going to be. But like I said, I've never been to Oxnard or anywhere near there, so I don't know as far as hotel stays, what's around there. You guys might have to just uh, like Google it and check it out. I don't know, but I wish that I can check that out and go. But maybe next year though. Maybe next year. Somebody else had asked a question. I missed it. I don't know. Mark said no, not going to camp this year. It's going to be crowded with YouTubers this year. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Mark. Um, it's going to be. I think Law Nation said he's going. I think Vosh is going to be there. Of course, Shango's going to be there because he lives out in Cali. Um, uh, West Coast Cowboy, I'm pretty sure is going to be there. There's going to be a lot of Cowboy YouTubers out there, so y'all don't really need us out there. Y'all don't. We'll be reporting from our area here on the East Coast. That's what we'll be doing. But we'll still be keeping track of training camp as well. I know Mark definitely is. I know Mark got some things going on in his channel for the draft as well. I mean, not for the draft, for the training camp as well. So you said you would love to meet Vosh, man. Vosh is my dude. Like when I don't know if I told y'all the story about me and him, but when I met Vosh was when we went to Texas, and was that 2017 or 2018? The years have been going by so fast. I forget what year that was, but when we went to Dallas for the draft with Mark on our RV trip, that was amazing. I got to meet Vosh because he drove up from Houston. And I mean, we acted a damn fool. Y'all missed it. Y'all saw a lot of our antics on camera, but y'all missed a lot of stuff that wasn't filmed. Me and Vosh was just like when we met, it was just like boom. It was like yin and yang out there. We was out there just clowning. We was acting the fool, man. It was so much fun, man. We had a lot of fun, man. We really did. It was amazing. I got to meet Law Nation for the first time back then and everything. But I think the only YouTuber that I haven't met really is Shango. Be there for our preseason game. Yeah, definitely the preseason game. We gotta. I know Mark is going to the first preseason. Mark is going to the Hall of Fame. I want to go to the Hall of Fame game. Wait, what day is that again? I just said it's the 5th, right? Wait a minute. I might can do it. Wait, no, I can't do that because I think. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute, because I just thought of something. Yeah, because that game's Thursday. I got to be back here on Friday. That's the only thing. But I don't know if I could do that. Even if I drove, because I'm gonna be off that week anyway. Because my birthday is the 3rd, so I'm taking off that whole week. So I don't know. We'll see. So okay, so Mark's going to the 5th through the 9th. Okay, 6-hour drive. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad of a drive though. I want to go, but I would kind of have to take my son with me if I went because I'm supposed to have my son that weekend. So that's my only dilemma. So late night flight E2. Yeah, I could. I mean, but again, if I want to come back and get my son, I could do that. But that would suck for me though to just go for the game and then leave. Nah, I don't want to do that. I want to actually like go there and just have fun and shoot some film, do some things, hang out with some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Jessica, yours is the 9th. That's what's up. Leo Nation, baby. Yeah, Shango be Kirkin though. And then Shango go MIA in the off season. You don't even like he goes into a shell. You don't even hear from him. Shout out to my man Dallas Cowboys 1980. I haven't seen him in a minute either, but like I said, it's off season, so it's everybody's been doing their own thing right now. But now that training camp is getting ready to start on the 21st and the 22nd, things are about to get ramped up, guys. So like enjoy these next 2 weeks without football because it's football is getting ready to start. Now I'm real interested to see how this whole hard knocks thing is gonna go down when training camp hits. I told y'all in my last video that I did. I'm not really feeling it only because I feel like it's going to be a distraction to some of these guys. But we'll see. Mark, you said it's 350 miles from your house. I'm trying to say you're in Virginia, so on your side, shoot, actually leaving from your house is faster probably than me because I would have to go past your way to even get, I think, right? Or am I tripping? Um, yeah. Mark, you're definitely closer than I am. Yeah, so but shout out to my man Kid Meg on getting this job, man. I love to see y'all winning out here, man. I love to hear about y'all good news and things of that nature because we talk about football all day, but I love to hear about um how you guys are doing individually as well in your personal lives and stuff like that because we take time to celebrate the good things that happen because we know that we've been dealing with this COVID for a long time, y'all, and like we need some positivity coming around the pike. You know what I mean? So any good news is great, man. And I will shout out anybody on here that's got some good news or anything to throw out there as well. About the same, you can go the other way on the beltway. Oh, that is true. I could. I could go the other way. Yeah, because I'm yes. I could. I could. Because I'm closer to Tyson's corner on this side. Yep, you're right about that. You're definitely right about that. Your taste is still not back yet? Damn, what the hell, Jessica? That's crazy. Did you go to the doctor and get that looked at? You said make sure I come to Memphis if I do. Yeah, I don't do. Do I have to come that way though? Like, I've never driven to. Well, that's a lie because I've driven back home to Indiana and it's the same. It's the same direction. So yeah, that definitely sucks. You still don't got your taste back, and that was what? That was like last year that you had that, right? It's been a minute. But anyway, um, as we talked about training camp coming up, a lot of you guys told me who your pet cat was and who you thought was going to show out. A lot of you guys are really looking at Nashawn Wright. Nashawn Wright has been getting a lot of love lately by not just fans, but the Cowboys brass itself. And not so much for Kelvin Joseph. I don't know what's going on with Kelvin Joseph. I've heard that some people say that he came to practice out of shape, but I don't, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Now we know that these coaches have their preference, and we see by how they drafted these guys and the height differences from players from in the past, how they look at players and what they want. They want long arms. They want guys that are shifty, things of that nature. You said you're focused on Parsons. That's my focus too. Because whenever you have a first round pick, and that should be everybody's focus. Whenever you have a first round draft pick, you want to see what your first round draft pick can do. You don't want to. You don't want your first round draft pick to end up being a bust. Because we don't need another Bobby Carpenter. We don't need that. I'm not saying that Parsons would be a Bobby Carpenter because I don't think so. Because he's already shown, especially in practices, some of the things he could do. Now the lights haven't come on yet, so we'll see what happens when the lights come on. But I don't think that as long as it's not a Bobby Carpenter situation, I'm good. Bahana is your pet cat. I like Quentin Bahana because they finally drafted a traditional one tech. When the last time the Cowboys drafted a one tech? When was the last time the Dallas Cowboys drafted a damn one tech? I'm still waiting on them to draft a safety high. Now, if they draft a safety high, I'm gonna have to take a drink or something because boy, would that show that they went against the grain because they definitely went against the grain this year by getting a traditional one tech. Now, you want to stop the run, you got to get a fatty in the middle. Fatties all day. Get them fatties in the middle and take and eat those blocks in the middle. Take on that guard and that center. Leave room for these ends to eat all day. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to be doing. Yes, too. Everything tastes the same. I've been taking blessed oil. Okay, but that's good that you can smell though. Okay, yeah. So you got it in November of last year. Okay. Russell Maryland was the last one tech. Wow. Russell Maryland? And I remember Russell Maryland. If Quentin Bohanna could be a Russell Maryland, we good to go. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you one thing. I look at this defense now, and you can tell not even by them being in practice, you could tell the air in the room, right? So you know how the players have their little press conferences. They talk to them, and they post it on the Dallas Cowboys website and their YouTube channel. They when they interview the players, you can tell the players are more engaged this year. Go back last year and look at these players when they were getting interviewed. They were so like they didn't give a damn. They were just like you could kind of tell that they wanted to say something, but they knew they couldn't say nothing. So they were just like real coy in the way they answer the questions. But this year they're just like they're all smiles. They're like Dan Quinn is this. He's out there. They're making jokes with Quentin Bohanna, saying that he can't pass rush and stuff like that. Them making jokes like that and stuff just lets me know how the feeling that's in the room. So just by looking at that itself lets you know that this team is ready to ball out. Dak Prescott is back. The only issue I have with him is just, live action. When guys start falling around his ankle, what is he going to do? Is Dak Prescott still going to be that same runner that he was when he needs to escape out of the pocket? Or is he going to run a little bit, and then when he sees a guy coming, he's just going to jet down? So whatever is comfortable for him, as long as he's still making those passes and being accurate, that's all I really care about. I love my quarterback, and that's what it is. Mark Hutchin, what's going on, man? I'm good. How you doing? Top flight. You said they were dry as fuck. Who was dry as fuck? I can see Gallimore having a big season. So yes, Neville's ready to go. Oh, so we didn't talk about that, Dave, and I'm glad that you brought that up. This offseason is not only pivotal to the draft picks that are coming in now, but the guys from last year, like CeeDee Lamb, Neville Gallimore, you know what I'm saying, like Bradley and I. Those guys are going to benefit from this offseason too, because it's almost like their rookie year again, because they're actually able to not just sit there on a virtual meeting, but they're actually there touching each other. They're out there. They're doing what they need to do to understand more of the playbook and what the coach is asking. I really like what Dan Quinn did right after minicamp when he let the veterans leave. Well, the team let the veterans leave, and the rookies stayed behind to have basically a rookie school, right? So this was time. This was the time for the rookies to come out there and answer and ask all the questions they had to the coaching staff that they were too afraid to say around, their veteran guys. So, that one-on-one time is really good, and that's a recipe for success right there. When you can get everybody in your team motivated, I'm with that. See, Mike Nolan didn't do that. Mike Nolan didn't have one-on-ones with these guys. Mike Nolan didn't get in these guys' faces like that. He just was like, this is what I want y'all to do, and let's execute it. The fuck? No, you got to do more than that, bro. You got to, like, me personally, when I played football, I loved coaches that were hands-on. If I'm in three-point stance or if I'm, taking a bad angle, I want you to let me know what I'm doing wrong right then and there. Like, get on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can correct it right then and there. Don't make me think that, oh, well, you don't care. No, you need to be there as if all your players are one person. You need to know everybody by name. You need to understand how this player plays, because how the hell are you going to call plays and put different players in certain positions if you don't know what their strengths or weaknesses are? And as a coach, you should be ashamed of your damn self if you don't know that. So I'm just saying, not saying it like as if I'm a coach, but if I were a coach, those are the things that I'm doing, because you can't teach if you don't know who you teaching. Like, I mean, does that make sense? Yep, even the defense players were like, whatever last year. It got to the point where they didn't play anymore. They didn't. Even Everson Griffin, he said, man, this is some garbage. Sucks. What are we doing? And it's like even DeMarcus Lawrence, like, he's the leader of the defense. Like, he don't want to say that, but even DeMarcus Lawrence is like, man, I'm not with this shit. But I still got to go out there and play and try hard. Well, Hannah gonna be straight bully. Man, let me tell you something. And the thing I love about Quentin Bohanna, is that dude don't care. Like, he gonna go out there, he don't care about stats for himself. He said, I want my guys loving me because I'm out here doing the dirty work, eating up the blocks, and everybody's eating. Everybody gonna eat. So, YouTube, did you mention about Cowboys defense getting a fine for practicing too hard? That's a good thing too. No, I didn't mention that tonight though, but I did mention it in an earlier video. But I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. So in that video, and I did do a video two videos ago where I talked about the Cowboys getting fined for hitting too hard, and because we know that in minicamp and OTAs, you're not supposed to tackle guys to the ground. You're not supposed to be aggressive like that, blase, blase. So for the Cowboys to get a fine of playing too hard, I just looked at that and I was just like, I don't give a shit that they got fined, because Jerry could pay that off all day. So at the end of the day, okay, yeah, they're going to take a mini camp practice. They're going to take one practice away from us next off season. Okay, whatever. But the fact that these guys are out here getting at it, that's what I want to see. I want to see these guys getting at it. So, with saying that, training camp is going to be a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to be out there. And then when they play against the Rams, they're not going to let the Rams come in here and talk all that shit. They're going to be like, y'all better get back. Y'all better get back. Hope Zach Martin stays healthy. He's a big part of O-line. He should be all right. I think he got injured last year because of the simple fact that other guys were injured, and then like he had to do too much last year. He had to do more than he was normally supposed to do. So, when you outstretching yourself and putting yourself in harm's way, you're gonna get injured. That's just what happens. Yeah, Big J. Mike Nolan was a joke. We was a laughing stock last year. I think the only defense that was even as bad as us was the Texans. But Eastside Harold's not in here tonight, so we can talk about the Texans all night. Because like I said, you know how when you say that when you think things are bad, it could be worse, right? It could be worse. Jerry got that big bag. Yeah, he do. I don't think Gina's in here. I didn't see her in there. I said for Dallas playing too rough, NFL looks like it's slowly becoming flag football. That's what I'm afraid of, Cantu. I couldn't play in the league right now. I would get fined every day. I wouldn't even get no check. All my checks would going right back to the NFL if I played. I'm telling you, because I hit hard, and I always have. I prided myself on that. I was a fan. Growing up, I was a fan of LaRon Landry, and I was a fan of Sean Taylor. I know that they're the former Washington players, but you got to give respect to both of those guys, especially Sean Taylor, because rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be surprised if you see a Sean Taylor jersey hung up in my man cave in my new home whenever I move. Don't say nothing when you see it. Just respect that. You got to respect Sean Taylor. You got to. Oh yeah, he probably watching, Jessica. He probably is. Who's your breakout player of the year on defense and offense? So Mark Hutchins. So I wasn't gonna. I That's the thing. I really didn't have a guy per se, but I would say if I wanted to see somebody break out, I want to see Quentin Bohanna because that's important on defense because that is your run stopper. Him and Brett Urban. I want to see what Brett Urban can do coming from Chicago to helping him out as well because Brett Urban is going to be, I think, a better version of Tyrone Crawford. He's going to be that Swiss Army knife on the defense. They're going to use him as the end. They're going to use him at 3 tech. They're going to use him at 1 tech. They're going to move him all the way around. So you'll see. Eastside likes flirting with them girls. Yeah, you do. You know you do. Um, Jessica, probably just somebody dropping in on a live stream, just saying random stuff. You know, people do that. It's like the NBA. I love the NBA back in the day where they were rough, and now NBA is soft. Can't even look at a player without getting a foul. And it's just, I don't know. This new generation soft as Q-tip cotton. Because I remember back in the day, man, you hit somebody and they just like, yeah. Now it's like you hit somebody now, you like, they crying like a little punk. Eastside is fishing, seeing what he can catch. I know, right? Soft. Ain't that what Kobe Bryant did back in the day when he played? I forgot what game that was, but they made a meme out of it, and it was actually a gif of him going like this, soft. He's just shaking his head, soft. The NBA execs, little babies, little baby James. Whatever happened to hit me, I hit you back. I know, right? The NBA is ass. It's ass. I swear, like if the NFL ends up being like flag football in the next decade, it's gonna be hard to watch. It's tough to be a defensive player now in the league. LaFlop James, really? Damn. You can't. No, you know who was a flopper? Marcus Smart. That's a flopper. That's a king. That's the king of flop. Marcus Smart. I meant to say the NBA exec let the little babies like little baby James have control. Oh, I got you. I got you. But I'm gonna tell you this though. I know that in their minds they're thinking that it's for safety reasons because a lot of players, especially like football, we're getting CTE and stuff like. But again, you can't test for CTE until somebody passes away for real. So you really don't know where it come from. Luzana, see, I'm good, man. You said they would never go flag football. They would lose too much. Man, the ratings would go into the tank. Nobody want to see no goddamn professional flag football. This ain't no intramural game. This ain't no AAU. This ain't no Boys and Girls Club football that we playing here. This is the pros. What the hell is you doing? They would. What's my take on Leighton? I like Leighton. I like Jalen too, but a lot of people are giving both of these guys such heat because of their injuries. Jalen can't help; he got a drop foot. So Jalen has a drop foot. You know what you do with Jalen? You play him in a position where he's not checking tight ends and playing in coverage because that's not what you do with a person that has a drop foot issue from nerve damage. Mike Nolan, stupid ass. And remember when Jalen first got here, he played well, right? Yeah, but a lot of people forgot about that because the NFL is what have you done for me lately type of league. You know what I mean? So we always forget what a player has done. It's only what he could do now. And if he can't do nothing now, then all of a sudden he sucks. I just look at things from a different standpoint because I played football, and I wish a mother would tell me I suck. I will tackle your ass until you bleed. Tell me I suck. I'll whoop his ass. It's like no, but maybe Dak going to experience a championship with Mississippi State will help motivate him and motivate the team to get further and maybe championships themselves. And it ain't Dak's fault because I'm gonna tell you. Let's go back to Dak's rookie year. Y'all remember when you said he got the bag too early? Quite possible. Um, when you talk about okay, so everybody's opinion matters, right? You have your opinion, whatever you feel is what you feel, right? But y'all know that I think outside the box when I think of things because I use the fact of my knowledge of football, the fact of like I've seen, what some of these guys have done before, and I think that us going back to this 4-3, it's a 4-3 base, right? That's what it is, a 4-3 base. But they are going to line up in different formations that may look like 3-4, but it's not necessarily a 3-4. They're still running their regular base. It's just that they're just lining up to confuse the offense and do some different things. So understand that. I've seen some of these guys that we quote unquote say all the time that they suck, right? Um, I take the human factor in it. Now, the only bad thing I can say about Jalen Smith is him off the field. Like, I feel like he's too focused sometimes on his own business and his whole clear eye view and all that other bullshit. When it's time for football, it's time for football, bro. You got to learn when to cut that shit off. I have hobbies too, but I'm not thinking about roller skating when I'm at work because I'm working. So you just have to learn the balance. I know that some of these guys are young and they got to get it. I don't see how anybody can hate Dak at this point. The dude does nothing but. I mean, okay, you don't like him as a player, whatever. But as an individual, you can't hate him, man. He's out here doing everything. Why do you think he get all these sponsorships and endorsements? Because he's a model citizen. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, he had a DUI before he got drafted. What? Who has it? I mean, I haven't, but I'm just saying, like that. Everybody stepped on a rake in their life. Nobody's perfect, but I love the values that his mother set on him before she passed away. Rest in peace, Peggy Prescott. But she definitely made sure her son was the ish. And now that he is a true leader, this offensive line says all the time they will go out to war with Dak Prescott. Perfect example. Y'all remember when I said Andy Reid. Shit. Y'all remember when Andy Dalton went out there and he got concussed in that Washington game when Bostic came and put that hit on his ass and he folded like a fucking pretzel. He hit his head on the ground and he was out there with the concussion. Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup walked by him like, damn, shit, I bet that hurt. Let that shit had to happen to Dak. Do you know they might have had to stop the game because they would have took off their helmets and started scrapping. Nah, bro, you ain't going. Hold on, Slim. Take this helmet off. You ain't about to come at my quarterback like that. Because it was Andy Dalton, they was like, shit, that looked like it hurt. Let it have been Dak. It'd have been a whole different ball game. That game would have been forfeited because they would have whooped the other team's ass, like literally whooped their ass. It'd have been like a gauntlet. It was like, you know what? Forget this football mess. We about to fight. Who knows? One of the players would have probably ran into the locker room and got a gun out of his locker. Y'all think I'm playing? But I'm just saying, like, because that's how down they are for Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? They go hard for their quarterback. So if you see that your team is backing you up like that, why would you not? How could you hate that? You know what I'm saying? There's not many quarterbacks out here that their own team would do that for. It's not. It's not a lot of people that would do that. Look at Carson Wentz. Oh my God! Like we talk about, the damn Eagles been sitting there crying about the quarterback, and then they finally got Carson Wentz when Dak got drafted. What did they say? What did the Eagles say to us when Dak was a rookie and when Carson Wentz was a rookie? Oh, Carson Wentz is so much better than Dak. Oh, for real? Oh, for real? Oh, for real? Yeah. Oh, I know it's dismissed. I only brought it up because that's a real life thing. I just was using that as an example. But when you made a comparison to Carson Wentz, Eagle fans was talking all that mess about how Carson Wentz was so much better than that. But then when you look at their stats in the last 4 or 5 seasons, you're just like, Now, I like Dalton. I didn't have an issue with Dalton. I just think that, he doesn't want to be a backup. And Aaron, I don't believe he left because of that reason. I think he left because of the money, right? He knows that this is Dak's team. Came to a team that didn't have a quarterback. He wants to start. That's why he went to the Bears, because he has a chance to start. He doesn't want to be a backup. And the only reason why he came here in the first place, because that was like a year off for him. It was almost supposed to be like a vacation year, but still get paid. But he didn't know that he was going to get thrown into the action, and he wasn't ready. That's why the first 3 games, he was like, what the fuck? Throwing interceptions and hitting the dirt, and wide receivers like, come on. I feel like if Dak played the whole year, it definitely would have made the playoffs. But I'm just saying, like, because even if you look at 2 or 3 more games won, that would have made a huge difference. I mean, we would have been on top of the division. Come on now. How the hell 7 wins win the division? We're not doing that. We're not doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more. You live in Starkville, so I know how strict they are down here. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I don't know why, and Dana, I don't know why everybody's sleeping on Michael Gallup. I want him to get re-signed. We didn't talk about that. Don't be surprised if Dallas Cowboys say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's re-sign Michael Gallup now while he's low. What up, Mario Sanchez? Let's get Gallup wrapped up right now. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because that way you don't have to wait till the offseason to negotiate a whole new contract. You're just going to re-up what you already got. You're just going to add to his last year and fluff those numbers. That's what you're going to do. I think they have enough money on the salary cap to do that, to be honest with you. Michael Gallup said he wants to be here. So I'm 100% positive if the Cowboys came to Gallup in training camp this year and said, hey, bro, we're going to go ahead and up your contract. We're going to renew this bad boy, and we're going to have you for the foreseeable future. What you think? Hell yeah. Where my pen at, Slim? He going to grab that pen, and he going to do his thing, and he going to write. He going to. Matter of fact, he said, how many times you want me to sign? I sign it over and over again. I love Michael Gallup. If any wide receiver is going to be gone, it's probably going to be Cooper. Because think about it. Cooper has the plantar fasciitis issues. He's got the gout. He got all types of toe and foot, ankle shit going on with him. So even if he stays with the Cowboys for the rest of his career, even if he does want to re-sign again, you can get him for the low because he's making that 50-year contract. So I think this is what? Obviously, Amari Cooper's second contract because he was a rookie. He was on a rookie contract with the Raiders. But you calculate that money, that new money, and then by the time he's done with that new money, I think that he would definitely sign for less to stay with the Cowboys. And I believe that if he actually stays with the Cowboys till he retires, he would probably retire a Cowboy, not a Raider. Because remember, when he left, it was bad blood. So let's look at it like that. Even the talking heads are admitting that Dak is better than Wentz. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to that. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that Dak is the only quarterback in the 2016 draft that's still on his original team. Whoa. And we're talking 7 quarterbacks were drafted before him. Paxton Lynch and Connor Cook themselves are 2 people that Jerry wanted. Imagine if we had drafted Connor Cook or Paxton Lynch instead of Dak Prescott. Imagine that. Sit back and think about that for a minute. What would that have looked like? Will we be sitting here talking about that's my quarterback? Hell no. We'd have been like, shit, we need to draft another goddamn quarterback. We need to go up in the draft. The draft would have went totally different for us. So we got to be thankful that we got Dak Prescott, because who the hell else you gonna get? Who? What you gonna trade for Russell Wilson? You gonna give up the whole farm? You ain't even gonna have no key players. Who you gonna throw the ball to? Nobody? Shit. Well, so when everybody kept saying that Dak didn't deserve 40 mil, I wanted to slap the hell out of him, because I'm just like, first of all, me personally, it's not my way to tell a grown man what the hell he's worth. Because I wish your mother would come to my job, walking up to my boss and saying, you know what, I don't think E2 deserves to get this pay raise that y'all about to hand out. So keep him where he is. The fuck? Really? That'll get your ass slapped up. Because of the simple fact that, like, you tell him what a grown man is worth. Don't tell me what the hell I'm worth. You don't know me. You don't know me. You're just a hater. A hater. You don't know me. They don't know me. Hell no, they don't know me. Too many people were down on Dak coming into that 2-season draft, 2016, because they didn't realize that Dak was literally carrying time. Man, I saw that. I watched this tape in college when I saw it around draft time. So when Mark was talking about, hey, check out this Dak Prescott guy, and I was like, so Mark got me looking at Dak before, you know what I'm saying, this whole thing went down. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind the Cowboys getting him in the 4th round. I mean, he's going to be there for you. Here go Jerry. Well, we should get that. We should get that. We should get that Paxton Lynch. If we get that Paxton Lynch, I think that'll be a franchise quarterback for the foreseeable future for the Dallas Cowboys. I think if we get Paxton Lynch, he can sit behind Romo, and Romo probably still got a couple more years left. Not knowing that Romo was going to get that final hit against Seattle that was going to take his career to bye-byesville. And I love Tony Romo. Who knew that this young guy was going to come out of nowhere and do that? Dak Prescott, I felt like, was a gift to the Dallas Cowboys. That was just God saying, I'm going to give you this player, but you need to do something with it, because if you don't, then you're stupid. We talked about all the years of mediocrity that we've gone through with this team, right? We talked about not winning a Super Bowl since 95. We talked about not going to an NFC title game since about that time. And I get it. Fans are upset. So fans are going to say whatever to try to get us to a better standing, right? Right? We want to get to a point where we're like, okay, this team can compete with anybody. I feel like your defense, right? We were what, ranked 27, 28, maybe 30. But when you look at that, right, in the grand scheme of things, if they can get that down to 20th or maybe 18th in the league, you're talking about a good team, because our offense is going to score 40 on them all day, 40 burgers all day. So it is what it is. When I try to talk to the fan base, like I understand that, like, You said ranked 50th, and there's only 32 teams. I know, right? That's funny. But I said in my last video, Jerry, my big criticism on this team, you know, Jerry means well, right? He does. He means well, but Jerry got to understand that, like, there's a thin line between business and football. Yes, this organization is your business, Jerry, but Jerry's got to understand that there's a football side of it, and then there's a business side of it. First of all, Jerry needs to stay the fuck out of the football side and just deal with that. I know that the PR and the attention, he loves the attention. Jerry loves the attention. When the attention is on another team in the offseason, what does Jerry do? He goes and does a video with Post Malone. Now, don't get me wrong. That's why I want to work for the Dallas Cowboys, because I have my degree in broadcast comm. So I want to know who's editing these damn videos, because I want them to do my videos. They're good as shit. They did a great job. He made a video with Post Malone. If that didn't get your attention, I don't know what will. But that's the thing, Aaron. That was my point. They don't even need to be in the top 10. We just need them to get down to 20. If we get them to 20, that's a good damn defense, because I feel like even at 20, they're going to make the stops that they need to when they need to. They can go back to being that, how we used to call them, bend, don't break. We wasn't no bend, don't break last year. We was just fucking broken. Back breaking. Crack your back like some crab legs. That's what happened to us last year. They were taking our manhood from us. We were getting circumcised on the field, guys. That's what happened. They was taking our manhood. That's it. Jerry, they was giving us vasectomies and all that on the field. Vasectomies. They was giving us colon cleansers. They was giving us prostate exams all on the field. Because that's how bad we were. That's how god-awful bad we were. Freaking terrible. Then I got to go, I live in the DMV. So, it ain't nothing but Washington fans here and Giants fans. They see me with if I don't let me go to work with a Cowboys hat on. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." What you mean you suck? Yeah, then I got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because not because of the team, because now you're disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch me. All right, don't touch me. What's going on, Sierra? Welcome in here. But look, y'all know I'm silly, right? Y'all know I'm silly, but I keep it 100 though. That's what it is. Like, it's sad, and that's why it's funny, because it's sad. We were sad, and I only speak the truth. I only speak the facts. If it walk like a duck, talk like a duck, it's a damn duck. That's what it is. It's a duck. The Dallas Cowboys was a duck, a drunk duck. I'm surprised we won 6 games last year. So my point is, I just feel like if our key players stay healthy this year, I think we're gonna be all right. I would never say out of my mouth, "Oh, Cowboys going to Super Bowl." I never say that. I never say that because it ain't happened in a long time. Aflac, right. But that's a goose. That's a goose. The Aflac, they ain't no duck. That's a goose, because they got the long neck, or gooseneck. That's why I call it gooseneck. What up, Playmaker? You said, "Hey, having that colon clean is really important." Uncle had a colon tear only a couple months ago. You really don't want to get to. Nah, you don't. And speaking of prostate exams, I got 4 more years till I get mine. Boy, not looking forward to that. But you definitely want to make sure that your body's right. But you're right, Luzana. You gotta make sure that you take care of yourself, because women say all the time, "Oh, y'all men, y'all don't go to the doctor." Shit, if something wrong with me, I'll go. I don't play no game. I don't want it to be like years down the road and I'm sitting here thinking I'm good. Next thing you know, it's something wrong and I'm crying because I can't do nothing about it. Nah, we're not playing those games. The real problem is Jerry won't allow the coaches to take control of the culture of the team because money is more important. And I think with that, I'm gonna answer that question in a minute, Dave. Give me a second. And I thank you, Lola. I appreciate that. Because I do my research, right? And I don't just blurt out dumb shit out of my mouth because it sounds good. I because again, I try to educate fans because I want us to be smarter than Eagles fans. Eagles fans are garbage. You see what they did when they won a Super Bowl, right? They're over here eating cow dung, a horse dung, licking poles and shit, climbing on stuff, flipping and dying. What are you doing? It's just football. What are you doing? Let's not be that dumb, right? So I just want to make sure that we are being smart and we're being wise and we're just educated. So when people come at us with the BS, we can regurgitate that back to them, and they just be like, uh, uh, they can't say nothing because you didn't stop their breath with your geniusness, and they're like, this smart as shit, and then you just sitting there like, yeah, yeah, god damn it, yeah. You said ain't nothing fun about getting a colonoscopy and being put into sleep after your cookies taken. I know, right? You almost feel like you got raped, right? That's not fun. It's not fun, but it's important nonetheless. But back to what I was saying. So I just want. I'm always going to be optimistic about the season, right? Every year I'm going to be optimistic, but I do feel a difference in this year, especially because Jason Garrett's not here. Everybody, and this is, and I'm gonna transition into what you asked me, Dave. Everybody was looking at like Mike McCarthy and saying, "Is he on a hot seat?" The fuck? How you gonna be on a hot seat after your first year in a pandemic year? Yeah, they are playmaker. You're not gonna get rid of Mike McCarthy after that 1 year. Do y'all know his first year in Green Bay wasn't good either? That next year they went to the playoffs. Last year, everybody kept saying on the sideline, "Oh, Mike McCarthy ain't doing nothing. He's not saying anything." You know why? Because he didn't implement his offense last year. So a lot what we were doing was from Jason Garrett's era, which is why Kellen Moore was doing everything in the offense last year. Because he allowed him to do that because that's all we had. We didn't have time to implement a whole new offense with Mike McCarthy. If you hear what, and Mike McCarthy's not going to give you a lot, right? I learned Mike McCarthy, and I'm going to give you guys the secret sauce. When you hear Mike McCarthy say keywords like installs and things like that, that means that he's implementing a whole new plan. Nobody got that. And I was sitting there watching it like, I don't even think y'all even understand what's going on here. What's going on, Raymond? I don't even think y'all see what just happened in here. Yeah, you can get the 12 pack if that's what you want, Dave. But make sure you get the. I don't know if you have diabetes or not, but make sure you get the sweetened one. But yeah, the 12 pack is good. Yeah, turning over cars and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. Um, but people didn't realize that Mike McCarthy didn't do nothing last year because it wasn't his offense. I kept trying to explain that to people. Nobody was listening. Nobody was fucking listening. You said McCarthy ain't going nowhere having sleepovers with Jerry. I know, right? I think Mike McCarthy's a good coach. Now, everybody kept saying he was a lame duck in the Green Bay. Maybe he didn't want to be there no more. We don't know the situation. We don't know. We don't know what happened over there. So I'm not going to sit here and just delegate, okay, because I heard a lot of stuff about why he left and why he got let go and things of that nature. When I look at Aaron Rodgers still ain't happy. So So y'all gonna blame Mike McCarthy for last year too? Because Aaron Rodgers still acting like a little punk, little bitch. You know why? Because y'all do realize that like we gotta be happy that we got Dak, right? Because Aaron Rodgers, as great as a quarterback as Aaron Rodgers, everybody kisses his ass, right? He ain't even he didn't even come to they practices in the offseason like that. He wasn't there. To the point that like his number one wide receiver was like, shit, I might want to go to the Cardinals or something. Literally, Devontae Adams was like, shit, Cardinals look real good over there. I might want to go over there with the Cardinals and shit and play with my mans and I think I want to go to the Cardinals and yeah, because Hopkins is over there now, so I think that I could go over there and we could create a dream team over there. Don't nobody want to be with the Packers no more because goddamn, he's a crybaby. He's a crybaby. You see Dak do that? Dak did not do that. He was patient the whole time. So we complain about what we got over here, but the shit could be worse. It could be worse. So I don't blame McCarthy for none of that stuff that happened last year. Now there's no excuses now though. Mike McCarthy definitely got to come in here and you implement your offense. That's what they've been doing this offseason. Installing. And these players look like they really like what's going on. Did you hear Dak say? What did Dak say? Dak didn't say that. Dak didn't say that the year before, did he? No. He sure as hell didn't. What did Dak say this year? We ain't never heard him say that. Oh, this year is special. You know why? Because they're implementing some shit that works for him. We got to use our noggin sometimes, man, when we think about these things, because it's more to than what you're looking at. Stop listening to these damn talking heads, Dan Orlovsky, dumbass, Colin Cowherd. Stop. Shit. I would love to see us make an NFC title game. I would love to see that. If they can do that, even if they don't make it to the Super Bowl, whatever. If they make a title game, that was a great year for me. Because you know what? You could build from that. Because you know what it took to get there and you know how to do it again. Matter of fact, I was going back and watching games from when Marion Barber and Felix Jones was on the team. So remember when we had that three-headed monster with Felix, Barber, and Tashard Choice? They were using all three of those running backs interchangeably. I think if we do that like that on offense this year, now granted, I know we got Zeke and Pollard. If you want Pollard to get in the game more, you put both of them motherfuckers in there at the same time. Oh, you're going to really confuse the defense. Then, damn, Pollard over there? No, Zeke in the backfield. You got Pollard out wide like a wide receiver. What they doing? Them linebackers going to be so confused. You're going to have them spinning like they on roller skates. So I'm just saying, like, and I think that they're doing some things like that because I've heard some whispers about some really fun stuff that they're getting ready to do on offense. So we'll see. Everybody gave Kellen Moore so much crap, but y'all gotta understand that like he's a young offensive coordinator. Like he is gonna be like I really believe that at some point Kellen's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a head coach one day. I'm gonna say this right now. He might be the next Sean Payton or Sean McVay. I'm telling you, we sit here and we look at Kellen and we look at him like he ain't shit. Let him go to another team and coach, and you're gonna be like, damn, they doing good over there. Why they didn't do that here? You know how much we say that all the time. They did good when they left the Cowboys. They gave up on DeMarcus Ware. What'd he do? He went to Denver and won a damn Super Bowl. They didn't want to pay Anthony Hitchens or Damian Wilson. What they do? they went to Kansas City and got 2 of them. Actually, no, they got 1. They didn't. They missed the second one, but you know what I mean. They got a ring. Exactly, Lola. A real leader. That's what you need on your team. Period. If the Cowboys can stay healthy and the defense can be average, then we should be in NFC. Yeah, yeah. Make them playoffs. There's a reason why you call those sports opinion clickbait. Yeah, they clickbait like a mug, man. Any word on Rico Dowdle? Um, no, but you know what? He is going to. You're going to see a lot of Rico Dowdle. You're going to see a lot of him in preseason because um, Zeke ain't playing. So it's going to be the Rico Dowdle show on offense. So you're going to see a lot of him. So I'm going to let you make your own opinion on that. I like Rico Dowdle. I think he's good enough. That's why he was on the team last year. I think that he's good enough to be the third running back. Hell, keep him. Kellen Moore would be the next head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. He might possibly. He might. But that all depends on how long Mike McCarthy's here. If Mike McCarthy turns this thing around and we start winning, Mike McCarthy probably going to be here himself for a long time. Because you're not going to sit here and tell me that you gave Jason goddamn Average Garrett a decade, but you ain't gonna give Mike McCarthy a decade and he won a Super Bowl? Get the fuck out of here. You smoking that crack. Let me tell you something. Jason Garrett is what you call an average coach. He'll win you some games. He might even get you to the playoffs, but he's not going to get you over that hump ever because they always make the mistakes in the red zone and can't produce when they need to. That was the issue. That's why everybody kept saying Tony Romo choked because the plays that Jason Garrett called back then didn't work on the goal line stand. And they just called Tony Romo. Tony Romo took all the, I guess you can't say that's credit. He took all the hate from that. It's going to be a lot of trickery within all. You damn right it is. Well, see, the thing about Diggs is you got to understand that Diggs didn't have an offseason last year. You're going to see a much better Diggs. I said this earlier in the live stream that all of these guys that are their second year with the Cowboys are benefiting the most from this offseason because during COVID, they weren't even allowed to have this. They didn't have OTA. They damn sure didn't have minicamp. And by the time they got to training camp, half of them was out of shape because these young guys, they wasn't working out on their own like that. Come on now. They was over there messing with the girls and going on vacations and trips with that new money that they got. That's that new money. Oh, baby, I just got the bag. You trying to go to Vegas real quick? And then right after we go to Vegas, we can get another flight to Miami. And then from Miami, we could go to the bodega and then come back to training camp. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was doing. Because I ain't going to lie, that's what I would have did when I was in my 20s. It is what it is. You give a 20-year-old money, that's what happens. But you got to look at it like this. They are benefiting now from this offense. So you're gonna see a better Neville Gallimore. You're gonna see a better Bradley and Knott. You're gonna see a better Diggs and all the other guys that got drafted last year and or were undrafted guys that were on the team last year. They're gonna be better. Just off the rip. Crazy Corvette, what'd it do? It was Garrett and Linehan's play calls. You're right. You're right. But before Linehan it was Garrett, right? Garrett's been here so long that it's like, Jesus Christ. That pina colada Tropicana juice is delicious. Oh, my God. Garrett lost me when he froze his own kicker. Man, y'all remember this? It's so many embarrassing moments that we had under Jason Garrett era. And then when he left to go to the Giants, what did the Giants fans have the nerve to say out their mouth, including Rashid? Oh, well, Jason Garrett's going to be great for us. What? Is that what you think? Okay. All right. Cool. That's what you think. I love the interior upgrades this year. Must stop the run. We got good backup talent. And as much as y'all was going on Terrence Steele and Brandon Knight last year, guess what though? I told y'all that game experience that they got last year was gonna be beneficial to them. So it's gonna be a lot of offensive linemen to get cut on this team. What up, Ruglock? It's gonna be a lot of people on this team that's gonna get cut. Special offensive. We have so many offensive linemen right now. So many backups. Did we sign Foles? No, I didn't hear about that. That would be interesting if they do, though. Mess around and go to the mess around and mess around and go to the NFC title game because you got Foles. Everywhere Foles go, they win, except for the Bears. Ooh, because the Bears don't know what to do with the quarterback. Oh my God! I said, let's see what. I love Gilbert. We talked about that, right? Gilbert in that Pittsburgh Steeler game. If we didn't have that, if that call went differently at the end of that game, we would have won. And they were undefeated at that point. And then the Washington team ended up beating them that very next week. You know what they did? They went in there and they looked at what we did and how we were stopping them, and they did the same thing. All they did was just reciprocate what we did, and they won. Now, I really liked what I saw with Garrett Gilbert, and I think that even Garrett Gilbert, they did an interview with him too, because I pay attention to the backups too. He said this year is different. He said, "Look, I'm so happy just to be around my fellow players in the off season." He said it's easier now. I can learn more now. So even him getting thrown into action last year and still doing that well, just imagine what he could do now. And you know that Garrett Gilbert is going to get a lot of reps in training camp because Dak Prescott is probably not doing all the 7-on-7 stuff. So yeah, you're craving that taco truck in LA. Which one? Y'all need to go to that. Y'all need to go to Pink's Hot Dogs. Oh man. Oh, King. Is that what it's called? King Taco? Like I said, I've never been to Cali, so Garrett Gilbert should be our number two. I feel comfortable with. He probably will be. As of right now, he is your number two. I like what Garrett Gilbert brings to the table. I do. I like it. Um, but yeah, we've been on here what almost an hour and a half now. So I guess I mean, we good, we good. But I gotta go to bed soon because I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. So on over here on the East Coast, it's 10:30. So oh yeah, he's cheap right now. You better get in when the get in is good. And you know that's another thing I wanted to say before I end this live stream. Um, I don't think they're gonna trend backwards late. I don't think so. Um, but I'm gonna tell you this. I thought Ben DiNucci was number two. Hell no, ain't no number two. But also too, it wasn't fair to Ben DiNucci either. They threw him out there with no off season, no preseason games, and just put it in there. Yeah, it's early for you, Lola, because you 3 hours behind. I said that, David. I said they need to bring back Joe Looney. I like Joe Looney. I love what Joe Looney brings to this team. Like his just personality. He's just a bubbly dude. Whenever the fans come around, they always gravitate towards Joe because Joe's the one out there dancing and hanging out with the players and everything. That's what he does. 8:30 p.m. here. Yeah, y'all on that West Coast time. Call in preseason Cowboys hangout stream. Yes, that sounds good. Kylan, what's going on? So yeah. Appreciate you, Brian SoCal. Thank you for the $2, sir. Lola said it's 7:30 for me. So you showing out? You showing out, Lola? Because it's 7:30 over there. Shit, I wish it was 7:30, but no. Um, they got the undrafted free agent center from Houston. You got suspended with pay yesterday. Damn, for what? What the hell? I mean, if y'all want me to keep going, I'll keep going. Is what I'm just saying. Normally, about this time, people be like, good night, you too. But yeah, but no, but seriously though, I look at it like this. I just want to see progress. That's all I want to see. I just want to see progress. The defense can't do nothing but move forward. We talked about that. They were horrible. They were horrible. But you got motivated guys on this team. I think that Dan Quinn was the. We talk about who was the best player on defense. Screw that. The fact that you got Dan Quinn is the MVP. Hold on one second. Okay, cool. All right, well, here we are. So, 2020 defense was worse than 2019. Yeah, because of Mike Nolan. But 2021 not going to be though. Do I think our division will be more competitive this year? I believe so. I do. I definitely believe it'll be better this year because of the simple fact that um, Washington, except for the Eagles, though, I don't see the Eagles being better. I'm gonna tell you why. Three of the teams are definitely going to be better. The Giants are going to be better. Washington's definitely going to be better, and then the Cowboys are going to be better. The Eagles, though, you're going to hear Philly 500 crying a lot this year. He's going to be crying a lot this year. Who the hell is their coach? That dude. Did you hear his? Did you see his? Did you hear him in his press conference? What the hell was he saying? Oh, Lola, 8 o'clock. So yeah. So I'm just sitting there like, why in the hell will we? Why? Why are we doing this? The Eagles. That coach ain't gonna last. He don't even want the young quarterback that they got, Jalen Hurts, to start. Stupid. Go ahead and let y'all go ahead and fail and just get the Eagles up out the way next year, so that all their players could be unhappy and don't want to play for them no more. That's what's gonna happen. You said you hate close rival games. It's always like that. No matter, even if they suck or not, it's the rival games are always close because they know each other so well. You know what I mean? Giants defense got better though. They did. And I would actually say that the Giants would probably be number one in the division if they didn't have Daniel Jones as their quarterback, because Daniel Jones still hasn't shown that he's actual franchise quarterback. So that's pretty much how that goes. You want a three-headed receiver core? Did the screen freeze? I know, right? That is going to be the favorite quote when Mark said that. Did the screen freeze? That shit was hilarious. Because Philly 500, oh my God, we're going to be laughing at him. He's going to be screaming and yelling all season long, and it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to laugh. I don't like Hurts, so I hope they stick with him for a losing time. Yes. But we understand it. Yeah, we'll be good. Nobody wants to play for the stinking Eagles. Nope. Especially with that coach they got. I just want to see how that transpires this year with that new coach. Because he's going to be like, he'll be in a press conference like this. Well, we play the players because they play. We play our good players because they're better than the other players. I feel like he says stuff that is common sense. It's not coaching. That's reverberating bullshit. I'd lose game on purpose if I played for the Eagles. They did lose a game on purpose. You remember that? I forgot they picked up Joe Flacco. I forgot. Oh my God, that's weird. Seeing Joe Flacco in the Eagles jersey. Shit, Joe Flacco might mess around and be the starter. Our O-line and running game will be key this year. We need 2016 Zeke back. I think Zeke is back to form, though. I really do. I believe that Zeke is going to play. He gonna show y'all that he came to play. You want some New York pizza? That's always good. Yeah, I feel the same way about the new Galaxies because mine don't have my phone no longer has a headphone jack either. It's all Bluetooth now. So it is what it is. What was I about to say? Damn, that was funny. That made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, as far as the NFC East goes, though, 3 of the 4 teams are going to be much better this year, and but I still got the Cowboys going. Now you look at Washington, right? Their weakness is they're only going to go as far as what Fitz Magic is going to take them. So is he going to be Fitz Magic today, or is he going to be Fitz Tragic today? Because if he's Fitz Tragic, then we can take advantage of that on defense and sack him all day long. But if he's Fitz Magic, it's 5 touchdowns for the win. And then if they're winning, so this is the thing about Washington. They're going to have games where they're going to look like they're unstoppable next year, right? Because Fitz Magic is going to look good in those games. And then they already have a good defensive front with all those Alabama front guys. But when Fitz Tragic has a bad game, it's going to put a lot more pressure on that defense, and then they're going to be tired, and they're not going to be able to stop you. So they're going to be up and down. So because they're going to be up and down, the Giants are kind of unknown. They're going to be a good team because they got good defense, but I don't trust the quarterback. I don't trust Daniel Jones. I don't think Daniel Jones is like a Dak Prescott where he can control the offense. I don't believe that. Head coach is Nick Sirianni for the. I know who it is. I said who is he like because he's garbage. Did you hear what he said? Like he just right. He was close to 1,000 running yards even the year he got suspended. But I think that Zeke will be back in the form. He looked like he ready to go though. He ain't playing no games this offseason. Yeah, Rue, you're right about that. You got to jump on Washington early, make them play from behind. That is key. That's going to be key. You got to do that. But yeah, so I'm an hour 30 minutes in. Like I said, I do got to get up and go to work in the morning. So I appreciate all you guys coming in here. So let me know. You guys have any last questions, comments, or concerns? Let me know how y'all feeling right now. About this team going into this off season. I mean, going into this training camp, season games, and then the start of the season. What do you think? How do you think the Cowboys are going to play this year? What up, Victor? Y'all should have been hit the like button. Y'all tripping. Got 29 likes and 32 people in here. Somebody ain't liking. But yeah, can't wait to watch Dak play again. Man, I can't wait either. You watching the NBA Finals? I must have been tripping. When the hell did the other teams that were better than them get kicked out of the mix? Because I was like the Phoenix Suns and the Bucks. Those are the two teams in the finals this year. Damn, we knew it was a COVID season. 11-6 winning the division. Definitely be Bird. Oh yeah, but that boy Chase Young is good though. Welcome back to the membership, Edward Dozier. Jessica said, "Damn that 17-0. Period. She went straight. She went straight to undefeated. I hear that. So that means we beaten the Bucks week 1, huh? The Suns put out the Lakers and the Clippers. I think that's crazy. How the hell the Lakers get out and they got both LeBron and Anthony Davis? How they get out like that? Like I don't know. I know the Clippers got out because got injured, didn't he? Kawhi Leonard. You heard they're gonna rotate Donovan Wilson. Think they need to keep him on the field. He's a playmaker. Yeah, he is. Everybody in the NBA got hurt. The Suns and the Bucks is all that's left. Right. So I guess they won by default, right? Eagles coach too worried about paper rocks. right. You remember that shit? We have our two kings back, so Young and them dead skins going down. That's right. Oh, AD was hurt. That's right, he was. Because LeBron led teams generally lose. Except for that one year when he won in Cleveland. um, yeah, you're right, Lola. They weren't healthy. You're right. That makes sense. Undefeated Cowboys season would be eternally legendary. Especially if you go out there and beat the Bucks week 1. Hold on, before I end this live stream, real quick, I just want to say one more thing before I leave. And you guys made me think about that for a minute. Yeah, you're right. Daniel Jones can't throw to his left. Oh, you got a Dak throw jersey? That's what's up. You said we beat the Bucks week 1. Our edges will put Brady on his ass. Yeah, let me tell you something. That you brought that up. We have an advantage over the Bucks only because we have a whole new type of team, right? We're not coming in here with the same team as last year, but the Bucks are. We know what to expect from the Bucks. We got tape on them. We got Super Bowl tape. They brought everybody back, but guess what? We got a whole new defensive coordinator. We got a head coach that's implementing his system in there. So everything that's about to transpire this coming season, they haven't seen yet. And it's not going to be tape on the Cowboys because that's week 1. You couldn't have played the NFC. I mean, you couldn't have played the Super Bowl champs in a better time than on the first game of the season because they can't go back and look at tape on you because there is none. It's not the same players, not the same coaches. So miss me with that. So that is our edge. That is our claim to fame. So if they go out there and do their due diligence and win that game, please, so we can shut Shannon Sharp's ass up. Give you the biggest eye roll in the world. You said why they hate on Kelvin Joseph. You know why they do? It's because people are talking about Kelvin Joseph as if Nashawn Wright is taking his job. So fans are just looking at what they hear from the talking edge heads and they're reverberating that bullshit out. That's where they're getting that from. It is what it is. Not for nothing, too. Bucks in a whole weren't really good. Right. The Bucks are not ready for. This is the thing. I feel like it's gonna be a high scoring game because it's Tom Brady. So it's definitely gonna be a high scoring game. You said roll the miles again. Let me tell you something, love. That shit that deserved every bit of that eye roll. And rewind it again. Just keep rewinding. What you laughing at? Phoenix up 10 the third quarter. Yeah, I'm about to head on off and look at the rest of that game myself. So you said you can't wait for Hard Knocks. I don't know, man. That's gonna be interesting seeing them mess with the Cowboys because y'all know Mike McCarthy don't like all that spotlight shit. So this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be real interesting to say the least. Boss man fat. He gonna be. I said this in my last video. He gonna be walking down the hallway. He gonna be rapping and stuff, and the camera's gonna come through. They gonna be like, "Spit a flow for me, son." He gonna be like, "Not only am I a cornerback, but I spit hot fire as well. Dylan, 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 and Dylan, because I spit hot fire." Tramar, what up? Yeah. The same Cowboy fans that hate on Dak are the same ones that hate on Boss Man Fat. It's facts. They beat a decimated Chiefs team. Yeah. What'd you say? Oh, you was talking to Rue. But yeah, no, that I said in my last video, I said I don't know what the hell is gonna happen in training camp, but I'm gonna be tuned in. Oh, and they're talking about CD Lamb like CD Lamb is gonna be the shit. Like even people outside of the Cowboys organization are talking CD Lamb up. They're like, "Oh yeah, CD Lamb about to do this. He about to do that. He about to be up here." Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah. Tyron and Collins definitely gonna stop and they gonna be like, mm. Rollins reviews. What's going on? Yep, and Drew Brees is gone. So we were ranked 11th passing defense, and these Cowboy fans still think we suck at secondary. Yeah, that was my biggest thing about CeeDee Lamb. I thought he was too skinny. because he's gonna take a lot of hits. You're gonna have to bulk up a little bit. You think Jameis will ball out this year? Jameis Winston has a lot to prove. He does. He Jameis Winston has a lot to prove to his new team with the Saints because again, we saw what happened when he ended his career with I mean not ended his career, when he ended his time with the Bucks, throwing them 5 picks and things of that nature. So that wasn't a good look. So it is what it is. But if that's all you guys have for this evening, I'm getting ready to roll out so I can head to bed, so I get ready to go to work tomorrow. I got to get my son for this weekend, so it's daddy's son time this weekend. So yeah, yeah. Our Cowboys gonna have everyone looking, and they look. They're gonna be like, "What they do? They scored again? Is that the fifth time? Damn." Can we is there a mercy rule or oh boy. You said Jameis still with the Saints? Yes, he is. He gonna be their starting quarterback. Who else down there with him? Oh, him and Taysom Hill are battling for the starting quarterback position. But you can't make everybody happy though. That's one thing you can't do. Can't make everybody happy. You're gonna cray. But yeah, all right, y'all. Good night, Dave. Good night. Shout out to all Lola. Shout out to all my Jessica, all my channel members. Shout out to all my moderators. Shout out to everybody that's coming here tonight, supporting your boy. Appreciate you guys. You guys are always awesome. It's always a good time talking to you guys. But remember, training camp is on the 22nd, guys. So we're about to have it's about to be a flavorful end of the month. So yeah, that what it is. So in the meantime, y'all peace out. God bless y'all.